Hello and welcome again to this session on deep dive into listing target companies in order to get an interview call for the company that you want for a desired role. I am Arun Singhal, your coach and mentor with 40 years of experience in talent development. So, what are we going to do today in this session? So, purpose of this module is to again to give you in-depth understanding of the third step of the seven-step process of listing target companies. What we have done so far is we have started with identifying our strengths. We have selected a couple of suitable roles, and now we are in the third step of listing target companies to reach out to that can give us an interview call for the role that we want. At the end of this module, what you will learn is you will understand why is it that we need to list target companies. Second thing, we understand what do we do today to list target companies. Third, is there a better process and what should we do to list target companies that can help, that can improve our probability of success? And we would look at then how this listing target companies it could really look in real life. All right, ready to go? Wonderful. So why list target companies? See, listing target companies will ensure that you reach out to the companies that have the kind of roles that you're looking for, right? If we don't have a target to companies for the companies where we want to reach out, we will reach out randomly and our efforts will not be that successful. It will also ensure that you're reaching out to the companies that you would like to work and make a career there. A lot of people currently randomly take and respond to the various jobs that appear, and after 6 months realize that's the right place for them. So listing and targeting companies is a very useful thing. It will make your reach out efforts more targeted and improve your probability of success. Not making a list of target companies will diffuse your effectiveness of reach out efforts and make you feel frustrated because you will reach out to the companies which either will not respond because they don't have a role that you need, or if they have a role that they don't think you are suitable, they will not call you for the interview. So the frustration, it will end only in a frustration. So what do we do today? What is the process that you use today to list target companies and how good is this process? Let's think about it, note it down on a piece of paper and tally with what I'm going to tell you in next couple of seconds. The fact is, most of us don't list target companies. We do work randomly. We don't have a structured, systematic approach of reaching out to companies. We reach out to companies as and when they post an opening, right? And consequently, we are one of the hundreds and thousands who are reaching out to them. It all depends on when did we see that job opening. Did we see on the first day? Did we see on the 10th day? Did we see on the 16th day? And that makes us certainly not an early bird. You know what is an early bird? You see these birds in the garden. Some of them are early in the morning, and the saying is that an early bird gets the worm. So if you want to get the job, you need to be early. And this not having a target company doesn't allow you to be an early. Also, we apply for any company that comes out without thinking about a career. So we are in a kind of hurry. We are impatient. We are a little panic also. And you say, whatever comes, I will take it. I have advertised for jobs for my company on the LinkedIn. I find people now don't even read the JD and apply. So we get into that kind of process. And what happens as a result is that we keep missing out on the goal of getting interview call for the role that we want. Either we get calls for the roles that we don't want, and for the roles that we want, we don't get called. So it's a very not a desirable situation that we are into. So how do you go about listing target companies? Is there a process? Obviously there is, and let me share with you that. Google could be a very good starting point. Mother Google is very helpful person. She's been helping all of us all those years, and anything that we do, we now know, we want to know, we reach out to her. Except that where did I place my phone at home, she has answers for most of the questions. You can then, once you get a list of companies, don't stop there. If it says, okay, if you get listed at companies like Accenture, for if you're looking for consulting role, it lists you Accenture, BCG, Then think about and say, who are the competitors for these companies? And you get another list of 10, 15, 20 companies that will open up for that. Look at the industrial directories. There are industrial directories online, offline, where you can go, which are arranged by sectors, by industries, and you can look at. Some of them, the databases that you can look at, and I've used them very successfully and productively, is Fundu Data and Data Guru. These are online. You can go search for them. You don't have to pay anything. You will get a list of category of industry. You can take a look at it free of cost, and you will get a list of companies, and you can fill your list of target companies there. Then once you have brainstormed, you have made a list of large number of companies in the order of 100 or more, then you need to screen this company. You need to say, I need to look at each of this company and hire on and evaluate on two criteria. What are the hiring opportunities this company is providing? Are these hiring in reasonable numbers, or these are very small numbers? And what is your probability of success in this number? If I apply for this company in this company for that role, what is my chances of getting through? And then if you can get a list of 100 companies that can give you a potential response of about 10 interview calls. Right. So what could your target company listing look like? You remember the list of suitable roles we identified in the last session? We had 6 possible roles identified. Say for myself, I could apply for a product manager, an accounts manager, a sales manager, equity analysis, business consultant, and a business development manager. Then I say, okay, what are the companies that will need it? FMCG companies use a lot of product managers because they need to generate demand for their products. So product manager, FMCG companies. Accounts manager, technology companies, IT services company. They develop B2B clients, and that's where you need an accounts manager, a business accounts development account, business accounts manager to develop businesses. FMCG and D, the durables and consumers companies, fast-moving consumer companies and durable companies need sales manager. They have large teams. They need to achieve their sales target, and they need someone who can manage the teams and deliver the results. And that's where the sales roles comes in. Equity analysis, you could go to stockbroking company. Like this, business development is with very, very large companies where they want to develop new business. So what is called conglomerates. Reliance could be one. Aditya Birla could be one. So like this, you have companies. And consulting, obviously, consultant for role, you have obviously consulting. Then the famous 2x2 matrix you can use to put on you can classify this set of companies into 2 categories, or based on 4 categories, based on which of the companies have good hiring potential, not so good hiring potential. And we have looked at that what it makes sense here is to focus on technology companies and FMCG and D company for sales management. And that becomes your list of target companies. And then you will have list of companies in each of these categories. For the sake of space, I have listed only the categories. You would have actually a list of companies running in Excel for you. Right. So what did we learn in this module? So what we learned in this module is most of us do not make a list of target companies. We work randomly. And this process is not very effective for most of us because our efforts are scattered, leading to not so good results. We need to consider adopting a process that can help us be more targeted by listing target companies and then reaching out to them for a suitable role that is based on our strengths. And we know now that we have a process that can help us list our companies, going to Google, going to the directories, looking at listing, and then applying 2 criteria to screen the company and select those company. And we also know what could this look like. It could be a category of industry, and the better thing is to make a list of companies on an Excel sheet and say, okay, these are the companies, and you can pick and choose and say, okay, these companies are good for me. I want to make my career at this company. I know I don't like being in this company. I have not heard about this company so well, so I don't want to go there. And that's what we have learned this morning. So what do we do next? So we have, if you see on the screen now, we have come to the 3rd step of our 7-step process. We have learned how to identify strength. We have learned how do we choose a couple of suitable roles, and then we have said based on those suitable roles, how do we prepare a list of companies that we will target to get interview calls. So thank you very much again for watching this how to list target companies module on the way to getting interview call for your desired role. Thank you again, and look forward to seeing you in next.